Do you ever feel like your life is nothing more than a video game? Like the grass isn't real, the trees aren't real, and even the people around you aren't real? Well, if you do, it might not just be a figment of your imagination. Scientists theorize that our world could be simulated reality inside of a computer program. So how can we find out for sure? Welcome to my channel, and today, let's investigate. Are we living in a computer program? The truth behind the simulation theory. Have you ever been so engrossed in a video game that you forgot to eat or drink? Or maybe you've lost track of time while watching a movie and missed an important call. It's easy to get lost in another world when you're having fun. But what if there was something even more extraordinary? What if our entire world is just a highly advanced computer simulation created by a super intelligent species? While it may sound like the plot of a sci-fi movie, scientists are actually taking this idea quite seriously. One of the most compelling arguments for the simulation hypothesis comes from the rapid pace of technological advancement. Computers have become exponentially more powerful in just the last few decades. If this trend continues, it's conceivable that at some point, we will be able to simulate reality down to the smallest detail. In fact, some experts believe that we are already living inside a simulation created by an ancient alien civilization. But how could we possibly know for sure? If we are living in a computer simulation, there should be some glitches in the matrix, right? We've heard this question before, but now here's where things get interesting. There are some mysterious occurrences that can't be explained by science. These anomalies seem to suggest that our world isn't as it appears. From unexplained UFO sightings to strange occurrences in space, these phenomena challenge our understanding of reality, and some scientists believe they may be evidence of a simulation gone wrong. Consider, for example, the infamous WOW signal. In 1977, radio astronomers detected a strong narrow-band radio signal that lasted for 30 minutes. The signal was so unusual that it stood out among the billions of stars being monitored. And it's still considered to be one of the most significant astronomical discoveries of the century. Some have speculated that the WOW signal was an alien attempt to contact us, and if it was, it might be evidence that we are living in a simulated reality. Similarly, there have been numerous reports of unidentified flying objects, or UFOs, that defy explanation. While some UFO sightings can be attributed to natural phenomena or human-made objects, others remain unexplained. These unidentified objects appear to move in ways that violate the laws of physics, suggesting that they could be from another dimension or reality altogether. But what about strange occurrences in space itself? There are several images taken by satellites that show strange formations and patterns in the cosmos. These include the mysterious 800-year-old black hole with an enormous black disk around it. The structure seems to be too perfect to be natural, which has led some to believe that it could be evidence of a simulation. Another puzzling phenomenon is the gigantic star-shaped object known as the Red Rectangle Nebula. Its symmetrical shape suggests that it could be a highly advanced alien spacecraft. These are just a few examples of the many unexplained phenomena that have led scientists to question the nature of reality. So if we're living in a computer simulation, who's running the program, and why did they create it? While the simulation hypothesis is purely theoretical, it has led some experts to believe that we are being watched over by a highly advanced species. This idea is often referred to as the God simulation theory, as it implies that there is a higher intelligence controlling our world. Proponents of this theory argue that if we are able to simulate reality on our own computers, then it's possible that a more advanced civilization could do the same thing. In fact, they believe that this is exactly what's happening. Our world is just a simulation created by a highly intelligent species that exists outside of our own universe. This idea might sound far-fetched, but it's actually been explored by some of the brightest minds in science. For example, the late Stephen Hawking once said that it was possible that we were living in a computer simulation. He argued that if we continue to advance technologically, we will eventually be able to simulate reality. And at some point, The line between the real world and the virtual world will become blurred. This idea is also supported by the philosopher Nick Bostrom, who believes that there's a good chance we're living in a simulation. He argues that if civilizations continue to develop, it's inevitable that they will eventually create simulations of their own. And at some point, we could be living inside one of these simulations. But why would a more advanced civilization want to simulate reality? One theory is that it's done for entertainment purposes. Just as we enjoy watching movies and playing video games, a more advanced civilization could find our world to be an amusing simulation to observe. They could be studying our behavior and development, just as we might study the behavior of ants or bees. Another reason for the simulation is scientific research. Creating a simulation of our world would allow scientists to study the evolution of life under different conditions. They could test various hypotheses about the universe and see how they play out in a simulated environment. This could help them gain a better understanding of our world and the laws of physics that govern it. It's possible that the simulation is simply a way to preserve history. As a civilization advances, it creates new technologies and develops new ways of thinking. But it also loses touch with its past. A simulation of the early days of humanity could serve as a reminder of where we came from and how far we've come. It could also be a way to preserve our culture and history for future generations. While the idea of a God simulation is fascinating, it's important to remember that it's just a theory. There is no concrete evidence that we are living in a computer simulation created by a more advanced species. However, the possibility remains an intriguing one, and it continues to be explored by scientists and philosophers alike. But what does this mean for us? If we are living in a simulation, does it change the way we view our place in the universe? Some people believe that it does. If we are just a part of a larger computer program, then it calls into question the meaning of our existence. Others, however, argue that it doesn't matter whether or not we are in a simulation. What matters is how we live our lives and make the most of the world around us. Ultimately, the question of whether we are living in a simulation is one that each individual must answer for themselves. There is no right or wrong answer, and any perspective is a valid one. What do you think? Are we living in a computer simulation? Let us know in the comments below. Now, if you enjoyed this video and want to learn more about the mysteries of our universe, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to our channel for more videos like this. And if you're still curious about other mind-bending topics, we've got you covered. Check out our video on parallel universes and ask yourself, which universe is the best one?